Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. We have something from CJRB and something from Artisan Cutlery, which if you don't know, they're the same company. I don't know what's in these boxes yet. I've opened the initial packaging, but I found that they sent me a pocket clip. Looks like a titanium pocket clip, and then we got something in a tin, and then something else from CJRB. So we're gonna find out what it is together. Thanks so much to Artisan Cutlery for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, these are most likely available, whatever they are. We're gonna do the CJRB first. I will link them both right down in the description. It does help my channel when you use the links before you buy something, but that's entirely up to you. So what do we have here? We got another microfiber cloth that I can add to my collection, and we have, it looks like a button lock Echo, but is it in steel? Or is this titanium? I mean, it feels really nice. Hold on. Where's the magnet here? That is titanium. Okay, all right. That's pretty cool. So we had titanium and AR RPM 9. If I'm going by what they did with the it's really nice. The Echo really is an underrated model. Like if you've ever looked at the Pyrite and thought it's fine, but I just want something a little bit different. It's the answer to that is the Echo. If the pricing is going to be relatively the same as the Pyrite, that means that a titanium Echo should run you around $80. I think the Echo runs $5 more than the Pyrite, so give or take, right? That's, because we see the Pyrite at about $50, and then we see the titanium and AR RPM 9 variants right around 80, I think, which I think is fair. I mean, for titanium, I think that's totally fair. And AR RPM 9 being the only consistently found powder-formed composition in this general territory. I mean, I think by quite a ways. I don't think many people are going to argue, right? Especially considering they have even less expensive variants available. And then when you want titanium and a super steel like S35VN or S90V or something like that, then they make the $200 versions, which I think are also appropriately priced. Yeah, this is cool. I like the Echo. In fact, I just reviewed the button lock version finally. I mean, you guys have probably seen it by this point. There's a little bit of stick coming off this button, which I think is just, luck of the draw out of the box. Button lock stick generally goes away, a lot like lock stick. I mean, sometimes you have to wait for the, it's those areas where there's surface contact. It's right, it's tucked away in there, but that plunge lock, when it finally goes into place, it's just creating a little bit of excess friction there, which over time it should wear itself out. But there's a decent amount of button stick here. Well, on that one it didn't matter. Not so much there. Can I kick this out with my index finger? No, I'm not very good at that. Yeah, not too bad. A little more when I front flip it. No. It feels like maybe it's wearing itself in already. But yeah, that's cool. A titanium Echo. For a lot of people, this is essentially an ideal EDC knife. And luckily, we have milling on either side for the pocket clips. So lefties, you can still enjoy this, right? Since there's no choke up spot, yeah, there is though. If you get clear up here, you do have to watch that, right? Back here in the standard position, the standard grip, you're okay. You don't want to accidentally disengage the blade. Okay, so we'll put this guy over here and let's see what the Artisan is. This is in a tin, which is usually indicative of a premium knife to add a little more complexity to their line. Artisan Cutlery makes premium knives, and they also kind of make some mid-range stuff, which, I guess this would qualify as mid-range. I'm not sure what happened to the zipper there. Oh no, was that to the pouch? We can still use this. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, is this the Andromeda? Oh. This is like a special edition of the Andromeda. Look how much red. This colored carbon fiber, I've seen really weak examples of it where it's like there's a color in there, but it's so subtle you can't tell. I gotta be honest with you. I think I'm a bigger fan of the stuff that's almost like a lot of people might consider to be too much. If you're gonna color the carbon fiber, make it as colorful as possible. I think this, like if I was gonna go with red carbon fiber, this would make me feel good. Not like subtle, like someone, like you had black carbon fiber and someone sneezed a little bit of red into it. No, I want like, oops, I accidentally kicked the entire paint can over. You know, that's how much color I want in the colored carbon fiber. Because if I don't want color, then I'll just get regular carbon fiber. So the Andromeda is a premium button lock offered by, I'm sure that's what this is, Laconico. Are these both Laconico designs? They are. But this is a premium version, M390, 61 of 80. So this is they're only doing 80 of these. This is a good knife. Kind of an underrated button lock, I think. No stick on this one whatsoever. Nothing. It's just immediately soft, which is what you want in a button lock. And then, yeah, black coated titanium clip. Oh, you know what? I bet the clip, where'd that go? Titanium clip, obviously, they meant for this guy right here, which is great because I think that's a better design anyway. So this guy's probably, I mean, this guy's obviously going to be a lot more pricey, but knowing Artisan Cutlery, it won't be totally overboard. They've kind of, you know, they've kept the leash on their prices over the years, you know, where a lot of other companies have just like, well, let's just mark everything up 50 to 80 bucks and hope that people, you know, comply. And in a lot of ways, people have complied, which I think is part of the problem. I mean, holy crap, I cannot judge anybody. I mean, I regularly buy knives that I consider overpriced on a weekly basis. So I'm just saying we are part of the problem. And then I, you know, also as the content creator, have definitely, you know, no matter how much I say don't buy this, it's overpriced, I definitely have a hand in people buying things that are, you know, overpriced sometimes just by talking about it, right? So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where you have to like call yourself out on it, I guess. Anyways, Artisan Cutlery has definitely, you know, kept their pricing reasonable as they possibly could. So I would venture to guess that the price on this versus competition using the exact same materials with similar levels of execution is probably not crazy. It's probably all right, you know, or maybe it's like extremely impressive. I don't know. I've reviewed both of these models, so there's no real reason to review. Like there's nothing else changed about the design other than the materials used. So no reason to you know, review these or anything like that. But they certainly are cool. And they will be linked in the description for anybody who wants to check them out. I do appreciate Artisan Cutlery and CJRB for sending these in. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.